I have literally done all of these things because I had this idea when I was in chronic pain. I literally, for the last year, was in bed trying to work through this pain, trying to figure out how to heal myself. I had this idea that you can heal yourself, right? And I had this idea and I just couldn't get rid of this idea. And I was like, that is so encouraging, but also so frustrating because how do I heal myself? I knew that it was emotional pain. No. Kitty wants food. I knew that it was emotional pain, emotional trauma, and we're going to get into all of that. Okay, Leona, I'm listening, but won't be able to respond. That's okay. Yeah, you guys know I ask you for a lot on these lives. I ask for feedback. So whenever you can, definitely say hi. Let me know that you're here. Let me know, where are you listening from? Like what state, country? Come on, Basil. Where are you listening from? You have the power to change your reality. And when Phil is here. Hi, Phil. Cindy, I'm getting a lot of health problems. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Listening from England. Yeah. Hi, Cam. Hi, Melissa. I have so much to say about health problems. I'm talking about any kind of health problems. Like, you need to be here. Midnight in England. Yep. Okay. You have the power to change everything. And everything starts with healing, right? So I was sitting there with chronic pain, knowing that I could heal myself, knowing that I had the power to heal myself, but not really knowing how to get on the other side of that. Hot Springs, Arizona. Annette is on Facebook. I'm finally on YouTube streaming, Annette, because she was asking about that. I keep hearing about our power inside, but how do we tap into it? That's the problem. We've never been taught. Listening from car, PNW. I don't know what PNW means. I'm in New Hampshire. Cindy, nice. I used to live in Massachusetts for a really long time. How do we get on the other side of that? How do we get on the other side of healing ourselves, manifesting money in our business, manifesting our soulmate, right? That is the question. That is literally everything that I teach, all of those things. Of course, we're talking more about soulmate stuff right now, but all of those are interconnected. And once you know how to flip that switch in one area of your life, it branches out to all areas. If you have a good teacher, if you have a really good teacher, right? So I was thinking, how do I get on the other side of healing myself? How do I do this thing? And I sat with that for 9 months, going to doctors, they couldn't figure it out, going to PT, couldn't figure it out, going stretching, icing, heating, all of these things. And going back and realizing that I had a couple of things that I needed to heal from. One big thing was my ex-husband cheating on me, right? Before we were married, he cheated on me. I had to heal from that, right? And if you guys, this is part of this course that I'm doing right now, this 5-day challenge. If you guys sign up for a 15-minute call with me, I'm going to gift you my healing video that goes into depth of how to heal yourself for money blocks, for intimacy blocks, for actual pain in your body. This video is so super powerful. I know so many people that listen to it every single day. So DM me for a call. Make sure you schedule that with me. And then I will give you that video on the call, right? So I went back and I healed myself from that, from him cheating on me. Even though I was no longer mad, even though I thought I forgave and forgot, even though I felt fine, I still went back and healed from that, right? And there's so many things in your life that you think are not a big deal because it wasn't as bad as so and so. It wasn't that bad. So and so had it worse, right? How many of you have events in your life that you think you weren't that big of a deal, but you know that they were trauma? Type in trauma down below, except for Leona because she's driving, right? How many of you know that you aren't getting what you want because of trauma, right? And it's all about this feeling that you have. If you think of being intimate with someone, if you think of manifesting your soulmate, what is that feeling that comes up for you? Trauma, Brenda, yes. That feeling, I know for a lot of you, you just got out of a relationship and you're like, hell no, I do not want in a relationship. Right? But you're here because you know this is so much more than, manifesting the one or manifesting your soulmate. This is about you healing and becoming the person that manifests their soulmate, right? Trauma, trauma, trauma. Yes. And you know that your trauma was not as bad as so and so's trauma. You also know that you are super strong and that you've processed that the best way you know how, and you've moved on. But now you can't manifest money. You can't manifest your soulmate. You can't manifest healing in your body. And I know I've worked with some of you to actually heal some of the things in your body. I'm so done with being the victim. I'm pushing back now. Now, you have to watch that, Cindy, right? Because when we come from pain and trauma, I post this in my Instagram reels, in my TikTok. I'm now on TikTok, but I don't do that stupid shit where I'm pointing at stuff that doesn't exist, right? I talk about this. When we come from trauma and we think that is never going to happen to me again, then we push back and we set up a barrier where we won't let anyone hurt us, right? So what I did was I set up that barrier and I decided I was going to pick safe men. I was not going to be a victim anymore. I was not going to be walked all over anymore, right? They were going to fucking respect me. Do you guys feel the anger? Do you feel that pain in that thought? In that little phrase, right? That means that even though, because I know so many women are like, I'm a strong, independent woman, I don't need a man. That screams trauma. That screams trauma. That screams pain. That screams, I need healing. And that is okay. It doesn't matter if that's where you are right now. That's why you're here, right? When you are healed, you don't have to watch your back. You don't have to push back. You don't have to work at picking safe partners. You don't have to work at picking the right one. You know that you are going to attract exactly what you are and what you want. Right? Yes, I do. Yeah. You start to change everything. And for those of you who are in a relationship right now, I guarantee you can turn that relationship around, right? If that person is your soulmate, I've seen it happen, right? But if we picked that person from an unhealed place, then what we do is when we heal, that person starts to veer off and we start to repel that person. When we heal, when we come from love, we start to repel what no longer aligns, right? So you don't have to, like in my marriage, I looked over my shoulder the whole 12 years we were together. After he cheated on me in the first year, and I watched over my shoulder the whole time, right? That is not love. If you don't want to be looking over your shoulder, send me some hearts. Send me some hearts, because I know that you have lived your life this way. And I know that you have been in your relationship this way, where you've been looking over your shoulder, waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? You don't want that. And you don't want another strategy. You don't want to know, how do you text back? How do you date? No. Once you become this person that manifests their soulmate, once you become this healed version of you, then you don't have to worry about the strategy. You don't have to worry about, am I doing this right? Am I going to drive this person off? Because you're coming from love, right? There's so much that, like, I haven't even got to my notes yet. Okay, so finding the right person is the wrong thing to do. Cindy, I love I love you. I love you. I'm so glad you're here. Finding the right person is the wrong thing to do. Focus on becoming the right person. Focus on becoming healed, right? I'm not a self-love coach, but I'm a have-it-all coach. I'm a have-it-all coach, because you can have self-love and still and still not have all the things. I think that to truly love yourself, you must follow your calling. You must be making money in your business, like a lot of money. I believe that you must be with your soulmate, because your soul desires to be with your soulmate, right? I believe that you must have a body that you love and you feel comfortable in, right? Who's with me? Type in all if you want all the things. Because this is the journey that I take people on. This is the transformation that I take people on, because all of these things are together, right? They're all intertwined. So when I finally went back and healed my emotional trauma from when my ex cheated on me, and also from when my dad left my mom after 24 years, I finally went back and healed that. And some of you who have signed up for my newsletter, hi Steve, good to see you. Some of you that have signed up for my emails probably got an email about me healing from my past trauma. And once I healed from that, it was kind of a lot longer that I was finally realizing that I could heal myself, and finally actually did heal myself. And the day that I decided, I remember yes, I remember having that flip inside me. Like, okay, this is no longer a problem for me. But we hang on to our problems because they serve us, because we're benefiting in some way. This is why I really don't like to complain about my problems, because if you're complaining about your problems, obviously people, Bill, hi, yes. obviously, like, you have to tell your problem and like get coaching and support or therapy or whatever you need, right? But I don't like complaining about my problems because then I'm benefiting because I'm getting attention for a problem, right? And when I'm getting attention to hold this problem, this was not even in the curriculum. You guys are getting bonus material. When I'm getting attention for this problem, I keep that problem because attention is love, right? Attention is love. Okay. So then after I healed myself from healing my trauma, I've got to say this 1 second. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so happy. A tow truck is out there clearing my parking spot. Okay. Anyway, calling for 2 days to get them to move that car. Okay, so bonus for me. So after I healed myself, I was sitting there thinking, okay, how do I manifest my soulmate? How do I manifest this guy who I know loves me? So a specific person. Okay, we were friends for 3 years before that, but a specific person. How do I manifest this person? And I thought about it, and I had been coming from pain. I had been coming from my masculine energy. And I want to clarify this, right? Because everyone has masculine and feminine energy, right? But the masculine energy is all about strategy, right? All about strategy. Okay, what do I need to do to get this result? Like, who's a strategy person? Send some hearts, because I know that you guys are all strategy people because like you follow me. But I also know that your strategy is not working for you. Your strategy isn't working for you because you're not going to get love using a strategy, right? You're not going to get love using a strategy. And the same with money. You have to use heart. You have to be aligned, right? So is this making sense? Let me know in the comments if this is making sense for you. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Okay. They're taking the car away. Sorry, I've been waiting for 2 days for my parking spot back. I'm like, why aren't you here? There's literally no parking in my apartment complex. And so I'm like, I kind of need this. Okay, Bill. Awesome. Yes. Okay. So I was coming from masculine energy, right? Trying to control things. Guys on here, let me ask you, who likes a controlling woman? Right? Who likes a nagging woman? Right? No, you don't like that. And you know what, women? You don't like to be controlling or nagging. You don't like to have to be there, right? So this gets you out of all of that. When you come from love, you start to attract what you want, Bill. No, right? You start to attract what you want. You don't have to demand it anymore, right? You start to attract love. But we are so much in fear that we have to control things. We have to come from this control mindset, from this masculine mindset. And masculine energy is amazing. We've gotten so far using masculine energy, but we need a balance. And if we are going to create a new life, women, you guys know you are creators, right? We make children, not me, definitely not me. I'm off that boat. But, we create life. So we have to use our feminine energy to create a new life for ourselves, right? And men, you have to use your feminine energy. I'm not saying be feminine, please be masculine, but come from love. That's what I'm saying. Come from love. And the only way to come from love is to be healed, right? The only way to come from love is to be healed. And that takes time. It does take time. You can't just say, okay, I remember, I needed to heal from my ex cheating on me and my parents splitting up. It took me 20 years to know exactly how to flip that switch, how to truly heal, how to truly forgive, not only them, but myself, right? We can, on the surface, forgive. And that's what I did for a long time. I was like, okay, I need to forgive because I'm apparently going to marry this guy, which was a bad decision, but that's what you do when you're 24, right? You can do that on the surface. But here's the thing. You're going to have anxiety in your relationships. You're not going to be able to sleep. You're going to start to have panic attacks. You're going to start to sabotage your relationship. I know none of you have sabotaged your relationship, right? I'm speaking to everyone here. I am the queen of sabotaging my relationship. Why? Because intimacy is scary. Trusting someone is scary, right? So to be able to manifest your soulmate, you have to come from your heart. You can't use strategy. That's why you can't get on the right dating site and say the right thing in your profile and do this thing that you don't want to do, right? I'm there now. Yeah, you're sabotaging, right? And there's reasons, and that's okay. It's okay wherever you are right now. There's no judgment. I've been through all of it. Trust me. I've been through all the dirt, all the bad places. That's why I can help every single one of you, because I know what it's like to sabotage. I know what it's like to be unhealed and have to work through stuff. I know what that's like, right? I'm 45. I didn't manifest my soulmate until 42. It took me a long time getting things wrong. So here's the thing. When I was in pain, right? When I had that 4 years of chronic pain, physical pain in your body is manifested from unhealed emotions, right? So what happens is in your 20s, when you're resilient and you're like, oh, I can jump off a building and still live and all these things, you crazy shit in your 20s, right? You think nothing's going to hurt you, right? Except those things store up in your body. And so what I did was I was mad at my dad for 6 years, like so mad that I didn't talk to him for 6 years. And I ran every day. I punished myself. I married at 50. Okay. Yeah. Was that your first marriage? Probably because of fear. Maybe. I ran every day for 1 year specifically. I ran every day, and then my foot started to hurt, and I kept running and running, and I was running 8 to 10 miles a day, and I ran in anger, and that showed up over 10 years later in my body, right? Yeah. So until you get rid of your fear, until you truly learn to trust, it's going to be really hard for you to attract your soulmate, right? It's going to be very hard for you to attract your soulmate because the whole time you're going to tell yourself that you want intimacy, you want your soulmate, you want to be married, right? And the whole time you're going to be doing this. You're going to be blocking that. You're going to be like, okay, let's see how this goes. Let's go on a date. This is why a lot of people ghost. Not because they're rude, insensitive people. I believe that all people have good intentions, but I believe that they ghost because they are coming from an unhealed, untrusting place, right? So pain, physical pain, is a manifestation of your emotional trauma. So if you have pain in your body, type in a 1 in the comments if you have some kind of pain in your body, whether it's like your back hurts, your shoulders hurt, you get headaches. It could be even worse at this point. Type in a 1 in the comments. I'm just curious. How many of you have physical pain in your body? Right? I'm going to wait to get married until I'm 85. I won't really care about prenup by then. Okay. Okay, Bill. Okay. You keep doing the work and we'll see what happens. 1, you have physical pain. Okay. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot more ones that need to come up. So the other thing about physical pain is it can be anxiety, depression, fatigue, hormone issues. It can be something that not being able to sleep at night, not being able to wake up in the morning. That's also physical pain. That is your body, that is your soul telling you something's wrong. And no, it's not that you need a better job. It's not that you need more balance. It's not that you need any of the crap that you're telling yourself. It's that you need healing, deep healing. One. There's a lot of ones. Yep. Yeah. It's that you need deep healing. You need healing and you need to feed your soul, right? It's 2 things, because your soul wants so much. Your soul wants your soulmate, obviously. Your soul wants you to follow its calling. Like if you have a calling in your life. If I have physical pain, wake up with headaches, and now I have GERD. Oh, yeah. That is your body. That is your soul telling you, hey, we have a problem. You have to listen to me, right? If you start to listen to your soul and start following that pain will go away. I had a lady who had MS, worked with her, and her MS has been in remission, I think like 2 years now. It went away, right? I don't know much about MS. I don't know like if it ever actually goes away, but that's what she told me, right? So your physical pain is a sign that, hey, you need to take care of this. You need to listen to your soul. You need to go on this journey. That's why nothing has worked for you before, because it wasn't supposed to work. You're supposed to be here now. You're supposed to find food for your soul. Your soul, yes, 100% wants healing, but your soul wants your soulmate. Your soul wants you to have money and to be wealthy, whatever that means to you, right? Your soul wants you to be healed fully. So your soul is sending up these messages. You didn't listen when you had sleep problems and a little bit of anxiety. And now your soul is sending pain in your body like, hey, it's getting worse. You got to listen. You got to listen. Right. And I believe that you, like, if you want something, your soul is sending you all these messages as to why you are not getting what you want. So if you're manifesting things that you don't want, it's because your soul is telling you why you are not getting what you want. Right? You just don't know how to read the messages. Right? There's so many people that do card reading and astrology and the moon and retrograde. Like, no. You got to listen to your soul. I don't do any of that shit. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But here's what I do know. Your soul wants a relationship with you. Your soul wants to give you everything that you desire. And you following your soul and listening to your soul, that is the first relationship that needs to happen. Right? But I truly believe that you can manifest your soulmate today. Right? Maybe you know somebody. If you don't know somebody, I mean, maybe at the end of the week. But I truly believe that you can manifest your soulmate before you are healed. Okay? And I truly believe that you will manifest your soulmate before you are completely healed. Because this is what I do know. Your healing journey is ongoing. You will always be working on your healing. I did a lot of healing after I manifested Marco. A lot. Because manifesting Marco and having him in my life brought up a lot of triggers and a lot of fears. And I was like, oh, shit. I got to do this. Okay, that's what we're doing. And you start to recognize these things. It's just like learning anything, like learning swimming, like I learned swimming when I was like 39. I learned how to swim. I went to a lot of classes. I learned drumming, swimming, guitar, right? I learned all these things really late in life, right? But when you learn how to do something, it takes time and practice, right? And this relationship with yourself, this relationship with your soul takes time and practice. So all this pain is your body, is your soul saying, hey, this is how to get what you want. Who knows 100% that you are supposed to be with your soulmate? Put in 100. Put 100 down in the comments. And who knows 100% that you are supposed to be wealthy? Put in 200 in the comments. And who knows 100% that you are supposed to be healed? Put in 300 in the comments. I'm asking a lot. But that this is supposed to happen. This is supposed to be happening for you. Right? 100. You know that you're supposed to get these things. You see it in your mind. Because that's why you're here. 100, 300, 200. Yeah. I love you guys. Yes. We have a lot of guys on this one. I like it. You see yourself here and you're wondering why you're here. Like all of these things come together and they're telling you what needs to happen. But I guarantee you've never heard what I'm telling you before. Right? All of these things work together. So I was trying to figure out why I wasn't manifesting this guy. And I was just like in my masculine, doing all these things and hanging out and being available and being nice and probably overgiving. And then I realized that I manifested healing in my body, which I didn't believe in manifesting before I manifested healing in my body. And then I was like, well, if I manifested that, then I can manifest Marco. And I was like, okay, what am I getting? I'm getting all these guys that I wouldn't go on a second date with, which, okay, well, how do I interpret that? And then it just hit me that I didn't believe in marriage because I didn't trust. And I was like, okay, I do trust. I do trust him, right? I do trust myself now. I've learned a lot, been through a lot of healing. And I went to love. I went to my heart. And I felt this feeling of pure love. And I meditated for 4 days. And I want to tell you, I'm not really big meditator, right? I'm not big into it. I do it some. Even now, I'm not huge into it. I do like to do about 20 minutes a day. But I'm not big into it, right? But I meditated for 4 days and I was just in total bliss, living in this world that I created where I pictured him proposing, us getting married over and over again. And I was like, I'm just going to stay here. But manifestation is about feeling that feeling. And when you think of intimacy, when you think of making a commitment, when you think of marriage, I guarantee you that that feeling that you have is not serving you. I can only do guided meditation. I can't meditate on my own. You probably could in this way if you just take it and tweak it on to work for you the way I did it. You just yeah, we'll talk later. So wait, hang on. It's about this feeling that you get when you truly think about $1 million, or when you truly think about making that commitment of marriage or intimacy, right? For a time last year, I went through an extreme stress and paid a meditator to come to my home, and it worked well. Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that. You never told me. So today I went to the bank. Well, not the bank, because banks don't really exist anymore. I went to the ATM and I had $3,000 in cash that I had to deposit in ones, fives, tens, 20s, 50s, $100. I had a stack like this. And I had my purse, and I'm like this in Target, and I'm like shaking with this money. I know that $3,000 isn't a lot, but it is, but it's not. But we've been told over and over again, be careful and watch your back, and you're a woman, and like we've been drilled into us all this fear. And that feeling that I felt holding that money, I realized that energy is non-manifestation energy. And I realized that there was more work that I needed to do around money. So when you feel anxiety, when you feel anger, when you feel resentment, all of those feelings are non-manifestation energy, is what I like to call it. Right? Those are anti-manifestation energies, right? So when we're feeling those feelings, you're going to start getting things that you don't want to manifest, right? You're going against your soul. You're going against what you really want. It starts to repel what you want. Is this making sense? Um, okay. So I just wanted to go over, I hope this is okay, but I wanted to go over some of the homeworks that you guys submitted. Because since you guys are all here, right? So, day one homework. My significant money. Okay. Rita, where have you been? You've been so quiet. My significant money and happiness block is a belief that struggle is necessary. Intellectually, I know it's garbage, but it's hard to shake what I think is a deep subconscious belief. That is all about healing. I need to work less. I need to see more of my friends and family. Here's the thing. If you are saying that I need to do this and I need to do that, and you're having to force yourself to do that, that means something is not in alignment, right? You're doing surface level planning. This is masculine energy. This is okay. I need to just get a better schedule. I need to buckle down and do it. I need to get to bed earlier. I need to get off caffeine. Like all of that, none of that is a problem. Okay. If you have these surface level things, like I need to do this. Well, if it was that easy, you would have done it. You know what I mean? Is this making sense? Right? Just wanted to say a few comments. Problem, hanging on to people who do not, who's this? Oh, let's see. Are you on? Hanging on to people who do not serve me because I want to be liked, likable, as nice people don't tell people to choose, fear of being seen. Okay, so all of that is healing. Solution, remain giving and loving, but perceive it when it does not serve me or is at the cost of my desires and wants. Accept and love myself. Yeah. Okay. Everyone's gonna have everyone has a desire to be liked, right? But I have let go of a lot of people in my life because we were not in alignment, right? And I took a long time to let those people go because I was like, well, this is my only friend, or that is, like I only have this one person. And we hang on to these people, right? Because we need to be liked. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but all of that is about healing, and something happened in your past. And literally, this is for everybody. Something happened in your past that keeps you from wanting to be sane and keeps you hanging on to these relationships that don't serve you. Let's see. Want people to heal. I'm sorry. I want to heal my marriage. I put him first, and all my life, and I put everyone else's need before my own. This is a huge self-love. Yeah, I mean, all of this, like, everyone has everything that you're mentioning. All three of the homeworks that I've read, everyone has these same issues, right? We've all had to work through this. Working on myself. So the solution is going after the things that you want, right? So the solution for me was going after my soulmate, going after my healing, going after money in my business, growing my business, doing the work. When you do the work to get what your soul wants, like your soul has a desire to go on vacation, right? Go on this journey. If you get the analogy, right? Your soul has a to go on this journey, and your soul is like, hey, you should work on a business. You're just so hard, by the way. You should work on a business. Hey, you should go find your soulmate, right? That's your journey that your soul is leading you on. And on that journey is the journey of growth. That's where you learn self-love, right? That's how I learn self-love, is going after my body goals, my healing, my soulmate, my money. Like, that's how I healed, by going after these things. When you say something happened in our past, does that mean between between the ages? It's all, yes, but no. I mean, like, all through your entire life, things have been happening, right? Even last year, things have happened, right? But the thing of it is it may have started between the ages of 7 or whatever, but your whole life has been the same patterns over and over again, right? And it's not about picking, like, my two things were definitely in my 20s. My two big things that I had to heal from. So no, it doesn't have to be from those ages. Okay? Right? Yeah. No, I have a degree in family science too, so I know what you mean. But no, I talk about realistic things and how they actually apply to you, not just, stuff that you see online. Like, I've lived every single thing. I have literally gone for, like, at one point in my life, I was homeless, and now I have building my 7-figure business. One point in my life, I was in bed with chronic pain, and now I'm healed. And at one point in my life, I was manifesting all these men who would neglect me, and now I'm with my soulmate. So it's like, it's about living that life and going after what you truly want. Your soul is like, hey, you need to go on this journey and get what you want, because in that journey, that's where we're going to heal. You're not going to heal sitting on your couch waiting for Mr. Right to find you, or Mrs. Right, or Miss Right. I think that makes sense. Stop driving is Pacific Northwest. I'm in Washington. Damn, that sounds nice. Sounds nice. Okay, did I comment on? Okay. There must be a reason I was invited into this group at this time, in this moment. There are no coincidences. I commit to do all the work, keep my heart open. I love it. Okay, this is a lot of homework here. Oh, there's a lot. Okay. I forgot how many homeworks I went through. Okay. I've done 3 or 4 programs, gone all in, haven't gotten results. Okay. Yeah. Here's the thing. If you've done this before, if you've done the work before and you have not gotten results, it does not mean you have not gotten results. Okay? It means that was a part of your journey. That was a part of your journey. Right? When I married my ex-husband and spent 12 years with him, that does not mean that was a waste. That means it didn't mean that I didn't get results. It means that was a part of my journey. So I want you to be open to this being a part of your journey. This will not be the be all end all. This will not solve all your problems. This is a step in the journey. And I hope that it's a great step for you. But don't think that you can do 4 days of meditation after this and then that person shows up, right? This is a part of your journey, and it takes work, but I know exactly what needs to happen for you. And I'm giving you as much as I can in a group setting. But I know what needs to happen so that you can flip that switch, so that you can start loving yourself, so you can heal, so you can attract your soulmate, right? And it doesn't have to be in that order. You 100% can be a millionaire with money blocks. I want you guys to let that sink in, which means you can 100% manifest your soulmate with intimacy blocks, right? I've been sabotaging my efforts to find a partner who will respect me, love me, and join me in a healthy, passionate, fulfilling, adventurous relationship. This is because I'm afraid and I'm ultimately. So right here is exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of this. It's not about you finding the right person, right? It's never about you finding the right person. It's about you becoming the right person, and then you attract the right person. Like, you're doing way too much work, right? Who here has ever tried to change somebody, right? Any mothers in here tried to change your kid? Keep them from, like, I don't know, make rules, whatever, right? Who has ever tried to change somebody? Who has ever had someone that tried to change them, right? You can't, you have to change, and that will attract your soulmate. You don't have to, once you, and I don't mean you have to change who you are. Definitely not. You have to become who you were always meant to be. The healed, loving, trusting version of you. When you do that, you don't have to worry. Because the people who are deceptive or whatever you want to put in there, they're going to be repelled by your light. Right? I actually had someone once recently say that I know that now, say that I was a little too much. I was like, really? I've never actually heard that before, but thank you. Solution, I will remind myself I'm the only one with this fear. You're not. I have the power to let it go. You do. But it's not just a decision. You're holding on to this for a reason, right? It's not like Mama 4, yay! More power to you. Dude, I could never do that. There's a reason so don't beat yourself up for being wherever you are. Don't beat yourself up for not, getting in this bad last relationship. Don't beat yourself up for any of that, because that is part of your journey, right? I would not be a coach. I would definitely not be teaching you guys if I had not gotten in that marriage, right? So it's part of your journey. Yeah, you are capable, definitely. Okay. I think I've gone to, okay, there we go. All right. So I'm so excited. This has been great. Okay, that's it. That's it for today. I did not expect this to go that long. I hope that's okay with everybody. But I will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, for day 3. And I cannot wait to see your homework. You'll get an email in a little bit with the link to the new homework, which is just the same as the link yesterday, except for number 2. Super obvious. And the replay. And I will see you guys on tomorrow night on the next Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube Live. Love you guys.